What up, YouTube world? It's Coffee back at it with another one with some NFL content for you guys. How's everyone doing out there? We got some Bills news as well as some other NFL news, I can't wait. We're getting so close to that week one. My Bills going to kick that season off by knocking the defending Super Bowl champions, LA Rams, off that throne. You guys just wait. It's so close, just a couple weeks away. You know what I'm saying? That ring is ours. We're coming out swinging. But big shout out to my fellow Bills Mafia, as well as just other football fans. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. A lot of NFL content coming all season long, as well as we have another video coming up tonight in a little bit. Stay tuned for that. But jump in the comments. Let me know who your team is. Let me know if you're super pumped for week one as well. Let me know who you guys face week one. Let's discuss it all in the comments. But jumping right into things, man, first my Buffalo Bills news, a couple things to touch on. And, to start things off, you see Josh Allen and Gabe Davis having fun at practice. And, man, listen, Gabe Davis, the way, I don't really like to get too much into it, the way our season ended. I know my bro Lon's probably going to troll me, and some other individuals may have some ish to say. But, it is what it is. Bills is back focused. They're going to get the ring this year. But Gabe Davis really turned up out there. That performance he had in the playoffs, record-setting performance against the Chiefs, was just simply amazing. And, Gabe had already showed before that, his rookie season and his second season with the Bills. He is that dude. You know what I mean? This guy shows he has a great skill set. A lot of great grabs out there, a lot of toe drag swag type plays, just all kinds of big catches that Gabe had prior to that. He showed us from day one, that he is ready to play in the NFL. You know what I mean? Of course, us Bills fans know that, but as far as just around the league, the real deal football fans who really stay up on everything, I'm sure, are well aware of who Gabe Davis was. But, some cats, them part-time football fans might not have known of him till that playoff game. But nonetheless, a lot of, talent at wide receiver. Of course, we got DIGGS. We got Gabe. We got Isaiah. We got Crowder. We got a lot of other talent. We don't know exactly what the wide receiver depth chart is going to look like quite just yet. All my fellow Bills fans, or just anyone in general, comment with your guys' thoughts what the depth chart is going to look like come week one. But check out Josh and Gabe Davis having fun out there as you see, the handshake and everything, and peep it. Josh Allen, has had a personalized handshake for every member on the team. And, at one point in time, I remember him speaking out in an interview when asked about that and saying, as part of being a younger player, taking over the team as a leader, the personalized handshakes were kind of a way for him to tap in with all the different players out there, talk with them, build a rapport. And, I think that was a smart move. Josh is a natural leader. And check this out, though, what Dan Fee said, NFL media member. He said, my new favorite handshake, Josh Allen, Gabe Davis. Bills Mafia, right? And then check out DIGGS in the comments. He says, when black people be in church, man. DIGGS wild with that one, right? What do you guys think about that? But for real, you see them out there having fun. Like I said, Josh is a born leader. Gabe Davis has showed he's ready to take, his game to the next level. Things are just looking up for this Bills offense. And aside from just all the talent, look at these guys. They're having fun. Same thing, we always see DIGGS out there with Josh, Isaiah McKenzie. The morale is high. I can't wait, but I just got a bit of a kick out of this commentary here on Twitter with DIGGS talking about this handshake. Let me know what you guys thought about that. But peep what Josh Allen had to say about the punt god, right? Matt Ariza, I think we took him in the 6th round of the draft. Recognized as the best punter in the nation, going into the draft. Yeah, he's a punter. We know punters, kickers, obviously not always big names everyone are checking for in the draft, but nonetheless, you definitely got to have a solid punter and kicker, right? And Ariza just, 80-yard punts, 87-yard punts. Just you guys see some of the clips, that he had in college with San Diego State. And he was running down there and making tackles and everything. Like, this guy really is something special. And, he's got the starting punt job. Technically, there was a competition going into preseason, but he's got the job as the other punter got cut. But I think we all knew that was going to happen. Like, the punt guy was going to be the one to get the job. Even though in the first preseason game, he put a little too much on one of his punts that ended up being a touchback. But it's like, it's his first punt in the NFL. Like, fall back. You know what I'm saying? But in that first preseason game, he also was the holder for the winning field goal kick, right? And Josh Allen just made a really interesting comment, having this amazing punter, the punt god, and he's got many other aliases. Some of them I can't even say in this video, you feel me? Josh says he intends to make the punt god the hold god, right? Because if you guys recall, last year, late in the season, we saw the Bills going for it a lot on fourth down. There was a couple games I think we didn't even punt. Like, it was amazing. We were going out there and putting 7 on the board. It was amazing. Like, remember that game when we smashed the Patriots? It was dope to see. We were going out there being aggressive. The coach believed in the team. The players believed in each other. And they went out there and got the job done, got results. Some of those games late in the season, it was like the offense was flawless. It was simply amazing. And, Josh Allen here making this statement, he intends to go out there and be on the same type of ish this year. Like, we don't want to punt. We want the punt god to be the whole god. So that'll be pretty interesting to see if Josh and the offense can go out there and, and execute and have that success and keep the punter off the field. I love it, Like, a lot of people were nervous when they saw that, but it was pretty amazing. So jump in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about all that. How about this, though? We see a Bills living legend, the all-time sack leader, Bruce Smith, out there with the team. Jump in the comments, guys. Do you think anyone is ever going to break that all-time sack record that Bruce Smith set? Like, Bruce is that dude. You guys remember when there used to be that graphic they used to put up on the big screen, for the fans who've been around for the duration, where it would have Bruce on there and it would say, "Bad things, man," and his eyes would be glowing red like the Terminator. Like, you guys see the caption on Twitter there, "QBs feared Bruce." Real talk. But this is really cool to just see Bruce back out there, man. You guys remember a couple years ago we saw him with the Browns, wearing Browns gear at camp and everything. Like, man, I don't know. I hated seeing that. It is what it is, but what are you going to do? Here he is back in that red, white, and blue. And to wrap it up, the last little topic we got regarding my beloved Buffalo Bills is that we traded Cody Ford to the Arizona Cardinals for a 4th-round pick next year, I believe. And I don't know, I saw some people upset with this move, but, obviously, getting the roster in order, trying to ultimately get down to that 53-man roster and everything like that. And, I guess the Bills felt, he needed his walking papers. So they decided to trade him, get something for him. Ultimately, I want to know what you guys think about the move. I'm not really tripping off it, but I did see some fans a bit disgruntled about that. Wasn't a huge deal to me.
At this point, I'm so over competing with him. I just want him to do the best he can and me do the best I can. But I think he's going to be higher, which he should be. I mean, he had 15 sacks last year. Almost took his team to the Super Bowl, so I think he deserves to be higher than me. Last year, it was bull, though.
And how about that, man? Joey Bosa reacting to the news of his brother Nick Bosa being higher than him on the NFL Top 100. Joey is on there at number 30. What's Nick? Number 25. A lot of sports analysts were saying that's too low. That, Nick actually should have been higher. But Joey wasn't tripping off it. He's like, we competed a lot as brothers, but I'm over that. I'm happy for him, and he deserved it. He said he had 15 sacks last year, almost took his team to the Super Bowl. He deserves to be higher than me. But he said, last year was some BS, though. But, what do you guys think of that, man? And what do you think of the top 100 players list altogether? Do you put a lot of stock in that? Do you really pay attention to that? Do you think they do a good job? Typically, do you think they did a good job this year? Let me know about it all in the comments. But, Joey Bosa being a class act, man. And it's funny, too. There's a interview out there as well. Him and, one of his teammates, a little bit of content. As you guys know, these NFL franchises like to get content out there for the fans. As you know, it's all about the content. You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to pump their content out. Content creators on a smaller independent level like myself, NFL franchises, everyone's trying to make the content. It is what it is. But there's a piece out there where Bosa's talking with one of his teammates, and they were cracking up about how he always swears like a goddamn sailor out there when he's mic'd up. I always get a kick out of that, like I wonder what the blooper reels are like out there of mic'd up players that they had to edit out. You know what I'm saying? Aside from being mic'd up, though, there's just been some funny instances over the years where just on the microphones that the networks have out there have picked up some interesting things from time to time. You feel me? I remember Joey Porter. I brought this up before. I want to say in like 05, 06, you could hear Joey Porter going off saying some rather explicit language. You know what I mean? It gets heated out there, man. These guys are competing. It's a contact sport. They ain't out there playing patty cake and being all nice to each other. You know what I'm saying? They're talking their ish. That's what it is. That's a part of the game. But that concludes this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to sub up. More importantly, join the discussion and stay tuned. Lots of NFL content coming, like I said, all season long, as well as a lot of other stuff. We talk music, news, sports, current events, life, much more. We're having those live streams where you can tune in. It's going to be a lot of fun, y'all. I'm about here. Peace.